Hello beautiful people, today we're gonna play with monsters. We're gonna utilize White Frost, order, move an enemy unit to the order row and spawn Frost on its row for 2 turns, charges 2. I would like to keep one of the charges for the round 3. With the first charge, most probably we'll have to use it sooner than this. We're gonna utilize Crystal Skull here, order, boost an allied unit by 4 and give it Veil. Why am I using Crystal Skull? Because basically, once we are starting and we are on blue coin, it's very good to boost this unit, Aristocrat. Order, Dominance, move an enemy unit to the other row. At the end of your turn, spawn Frost for 1 turn on each enemy row to which Frost was applied this turn. And since we are playing with lots of Frost cards, it's gonna get 1 more Frost for every single time that we're gonna play Frost, which is crucial for us for many cards. For instance, for Tirnala location, and also for Karantir, the Golden Child. So basically that will give us a huge benefit. We're gonna play with Tirnala. It's a location, resilience, deploy, boost an allied unit by 1, increase the value by the number of unique bronze wild cards in your starting deck. Order, spawn and play Red Riders, devotion, also spawn Frost on your opponent's melee and range rows equally to the amount lost during the last round transition. So basically, in the first round, we are using this card. We are giving a boost to an allied unit. It depends how many bronzes we have, and here we have quite a lot, but this one I doubled this, and also this one, since these are very good units, and also this. So I prefer to have less bronze units, but I prefer the quality. Also, the thing that you can consider, the trader. Maybe there's a better option than a trader. For me, it works well, but I prefer definitely to use, if I have a bronze option, to use Nilfgaard Screw, and also, of course, obviously, Aristocrat, and also the Navigator. And then in the next turn, because you want to use this Tirnala and make as many Frost as you can in the opponent's row. And then in the next round, you will transition all these Frost that were given to the opponent, and you will once again use the Frost on his side of the board. Oberon King, spawn and play a random bronze wild high unit at the start of round while in hand or deck evolved. Basically, we would like to use the Conqueror in the round 3. We can play basically any kind of bronze from our starting deck. So many guys, what they do, they play in the 3rd round Wild Hunter Riders, Dominance, summon all copies of this unit from your deck to this row. I prefer to use this card in the 1st or the 2nd round, just not to mulligan, but it's an option, because then it's gonna give you 6 plus 3/4. That's gonna be altogether 18 points. And every single time, what is also important, sorry, not this one, yeah, it's Oberon. Whenever you play a Wild Hunt unit, boost it by 1. And since we have also many Wild Hunt units, we're gonna have lots of boosts. Eredin, deploy, spawn Frost and enemy row for 2 turns. Dominance, increase damage dealt by Frost by 1. This unit definitely needs to be played before on board it's Karantir. Because then we will not boost his ability by 4 every turn, but instead of 4 he will receive 6 points every turn, so he can grow as much as 31 points thanks to Eredin. Naglfar is just for consistency. We can check 2 gold cards, play the first one in the round when the Naglfar is used, and then the second gold in the next round. This is also a great card. Damage an enemy unit by the power of your highest power unit. If it was on a row with Frost, destroy it instead. Basically, since we play so much Frost, this condition for us, it's not a problem. So basically, we can destroy a unit. It doesn't matter how big it is. Art Guide, it's an echo card, spawn Frost on both enemy rows for 3 turns. This is great. It's great for Karantir, and this one is also great for our Tirnala, since we can also use Frost in the later in the next round, and we can do the transition with this card. Winter Queen. Basically what I like to do, I like to keep this card in my deck and play it in the third round, since I use Frost in both of the rows. Unfortunately, then I would have to use it in the first or the second round. But preferably, this is like a super tall finisher, and I try to use it in the third round. But of course, not every single time you can draw this card in your hand. Toad Prince. Deploy melee, consume a unit with a 4 or less power. It's great for Helga, great for cultists, also great for dwarfs, for other cards. So basically it's a very versatile card, and it's a big surprise for the opponent. Gals. Deploy, play Wild Hunt special from your deck, but since we are playing Devotion, we can play any kind of deck, so this is also a consistency option for us. Karantir, you can use this unit as a bleed for the second round, or also as the last card played, because it can grow, just like I said, all the way up to 31 points. Then we have the Phantom, Veil, Zeal, Order, Melee, damage an enemy unit by 3, but preferably you would like to just keep the second option, so boost it every round by 1, and then at the end of the round, maybe then you can use and destroy some unit. Ancient Foglet. Veil, deploy, boost self by the total duration of row effects on the opposite side. Whenever you apply a row effect, boost self by its duration. It's a great card. Since we are playing Frost, this is a must-have in the deck. We try to play one Ancient Foglet in one round, and then the second Ancient Foglet in the last round, since they can grow a lot. Then we have one Red Riders. We can play it in one row, we can play it in 2 rows, or instead we can just spawn Frost on enemy row for 2 turns, then reply a Bronze Wild Hunt unit. If we have lots of Frost on the opposite side, we can replay Navigator, and that's gonna give us lots of points. Wild Hound Bruiser. Deploy, move an enemy unit to the other row. This is a control option for us. Then we have also for consistency Wild Hound Riders. One needs to be in your deck, one in your hand, and then you can use it. Slave Trader. Deploy, gain vitality equal to the total duration of Frost on the opponent's side of the battlefield, and infuse an enemy unit with, at the end of your turn, if there is an enemy trader with higher power than your own, set own power to 1, then log self. So basically this is also a control option with the log. Then we have 2 Naglfar crews. Deploying spawn Frost for 2 turns on an enemy row. At the end of your turn, if there is Frost on the opposite row, boost self by 1. So basically we would like to play this unit once we have on board at least one of the aristocrats. But anyway, aristocrats should be played only 1 in each round. That's gonna give us lots of boost for the Frost. Then we have Taskmaster, just to purify. Aristocrats, this is a must-have in the deck. So basically at the end of your turn, spawn Frost for 1 turn on each enemy row to which Frost was applied this turn. A great card, that's why I tried to use this Crystal Skull on it, so it will not be locked, or it will not die that fast. And then we have a Navigator, also absolutely must have, because it can give us lots of points, since we have this dominance option, and then boost an allied unit by the total duration of Frost on the opponent's side of the battlefield instead. So it can give us even up to 12, maybe even more sometimes points. So it's a great card. Anyway, I haven't played Frost in 10.12, but it seems like this deck might work well. Since it was good in the 10.11, and I don't think so much changed since that time. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your time. Please like, subscribe, and comment. See you guys in the next video, and take care.
na stałego klienta będzie?
O czym to ja... A tak, no więc ten bławatnik...
Towar ma być na ulicy.
Wasze serca i umysły skujemy.
Proste metody przynoszą najlepsze rezultaty.
Wieczny ogień was ochroni!
Ledwe verled sial, nogar.
Ten się płomieniom nie pokłonił!
Nie rozśmieszaj mnie! Wino, nareszcie. No, precz z łapami od kryształu.
ci dam przerwę w szarzu.
Nie można zamknąć ust nauce.
Co powiesz na to?
Trzeba otworzyć Art GF. Natychmiast!
Wygląda na to, że Turkus znów jest w modzie. Uwierzysz w to?
A można było po dobroci. Przed nami nie ma ucieczki. Pozwól, że zademonstruję ci kilka zagadzonych zaklęć.
Co cię nauczył tak walczyć?
drzwi, no, nareszcie. No, precz z łapami od kryształu.
Namaszczony sługa. Prowadzi nas Lilith. Leżet verled sial, nogar.
Nie każda bitwa musi kończyć się przelewem krwi.
Czekam, aż białe zimno wreszcie oczyści ten świat.
Wygląda na to, że turkus znów jest w modzie. Uwierzysz w to?
Niebo z gwiazdami odbitymi nocą na powierzchni stało.
Przemawia do mnie w snach.
Jej zastęp!
Tracimy chwili. Wypełniamy wolę kosmosu.
Naprzód! Synowie Nilfgaardu!
To nie będzie boleć. Za długo.